Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today I have the 2021 Tata Tiago NRG. Now this is the same car as the standard Tiago, but yet there are some differences both cosmetically as well as mechanical and technical differences. So in this video we'll go through all the differences that have been made particular to the NRG set of variants. Basically you can call this an addition variant into the current Tiago lineup, but yet it has given a crossover type of look, so you can call it as a hatchback cum crossover. For example, like we have many in such category when it comes to the hatchback. Now we have the Celerio X, then the Ford Figo was made as the Ford Freestyle, then we had the i20 which was again made i20 Active as a crossover version of it. So this is no difference. This is the NRG making a crossover version of the current Tiago. So current Tiago will be on the sale, but this is an additional variant that has just come onto the sale, making the lineup, giving a choice to the customers, a more broader choice and variety and sets of variants. So basically, as I have told, this is a hatchback. It will compete with the likes of i10, Swift, as well as if you want to compare it, you can still compare it with the Baleno and all that. Though they compare with the Altroz, but still when it comes to the pricing, you can compare it to the both. Now for the NRG, we have this new exclusive color that is called the forest green color. Only it will be available in this set of variant, and it comes only in two variants, particularly this one. This is 1.2 liter petrol engine, and one more we have the 1.2 liter automatic. But in rest of the Tiago, we have many options as XT, XT Plus, XZ and all that of variants. So this is a mix and match of mid variant and sort of a top end variant. There are some plus of the feature and there are some decrease in features as well that will go throughout the video. So speaking of the technical specification, the length is increased by 38 mm compared to the standard Tiago. Now it stands over 3.8 meter. The width is 1.7 meter, which is exactly similar to the Tiago, and the height has an increase of 2 mm. And we have even got this new roof rails, making a quite sporty appeal. Speaking of the engine and the power output, as I have told, it comes with two engine options, 1.2 liter petrol only available with manual, either with the automatic. So it produces around 85 bhp and 113 Nm of torque, which is quite substantial for a car of this size. Generally all the hatchbacks of this segment produce the same amount of power that we are seeing on sale right now. And one big plus point of the Tiago NRG, or basically all the Tiagos, is that it is by Tata, and when it comes to the Tata, as we all know, the safety is the priority of the brand. Now this is a 4-star rated global NCAP car, which makes it one of the best cars if you are looking to buy your first family car in a budget of around about 7 to 8 lakh rupees. Speaking of the pricing, now this variant right standing in front of here is around 7.4 lakhs on road Hyderabad, and if you opt for the AMT, it is 8.4 lakhs on road Hyderabad. The prices may vary a bit city to city depending upon the tax which your city is charging. So starting with the frontal overview, here we have got this conventional halogen headlamps. Just let me turn on the headlamps. It comes with a follow me home function as well, and here we have given some of the black treatments that also runs above it, giving it a eyebrow sort of finish. And here we get this matte grille, which is different from the gloss grille that we get on the normal Tiago, and the same chrome bar is carried from that. And the main difference comes here, the lower section of the bumper. Overall the bumper is same, but here we have given plastic cladding overall around the fog lamps. In normal Tiago, we get the chrome garnish around the fog lamp, but here we are given a quite big, nice chunky plastic cladding, and here we have a skid plate. So from the front, these are the cosmetic changes. The grille and the lower section of the bumper comes with a big plastic cladding finished in matte. The same characteristics line. And if you are thinking that NRG is a new variant, then it is not a new variant. It was earlier even launched in 2018, but since when all the manufacturers needed to comply with the BS6 emissions, Then Tata discontinued it for some time. They only got the facelifted Tiago, but again we have this NRG in 2021. Coming on to the now tires, it may look like the alloy wheels, but they aren't. They are just the plastic cover. The size happens to be R15 by 60. 175 is the section by 60, but quite a nice design. It comes in a dual tone finish. Here we have the matte black and a matte silver finish. So it's a unique combination. And one more interesting thing to note is that we get this plastic cladding on the wheel arches, as well as that continues throughout the car across the length. So making it a quite good sporty look. And one of the biggest advantage of the NRG, or the USP I would call it, it gets improved ground clearance of 10 mm over the standard Tiago, which happens to be 181 mm of ground clearance. The normal Tiago has 10 mm less than that. So in India, when you are in India, the ground clearance is one of the biggest priority that you expect from a car. This is also one of the change. Here we have given this black decal over the C pillar, giving the roof like a floating appeal. Then I have mentioned about the roof rails that you don't get in the standard Tiago, but you get here. And again at the back, a clear distinction has been made from the standard Tiago by this big plastic cladding that runs across the length of the boot, and in the big logo it says NRG. And even the lower bumper has been redesigned a bit, comes with again a more plastic cladding. Again the same diffuser sort of thing, not original diffusers of course, but they have given a diffuser sort of look over there. And then here one more addition, or one more change I would call it, is the addition of the request sensor. In the standard Tiago you don't get these request sensors for the boot. You get this camera, but there's no request sensors as such. Then we have the wiper with the defogger and high mount stop lamp. Of course it is Tata. It says vocal for local, make in India. That's what Tata has been promoting. So overall, if you ask me about the looks and the styling, it really looks good, considering that if you are looking this car to buy as your first car, then it is really good. And just one more change to mention, now we get the request sensors on the driver side, a quite interesting touch. We have the matte handle, and in middle we have this gloss section. And this is how the key looks like. We have got 4 buttons: lock, unlock. This is the follow me home and lamp, and this is for the boot. So overall, in terms of styling, the exterior I have showed you. Now let's check out how good is the interior and what are the changes in interior. Basically as such, not much of the difference, but yet there are few differences that you will notice. And this I am comparing with the standard set of line, which is the standard Tiago. But if you ask me, compared to the 2018 NRG, then we have got quite a lot significant changes to ask. The headlamps are completely changed, the grille is completely changed. Overall the styling and the profile of the car is now quite sporty compared to the what we had in 2018. तो अब ये काफ़ी ज़्यादा एक बेहतरीन प्रोडक्ट लगता है जो टाटा ऑफर कर रहा है. Just before going in the interior, I would like to show you the boot. So this is the 242 liters of boot space. It comes with this parcel tray. Just for your reference, this is my bag which I have kept here. This is the bag in which I get my stuff which is required to shoot the cars. So just it adds to a reference that how big is the boot. That's a normal 23 liters of bag. We can get an idea how big is the boot and how it looks when you fit the cabin size bag or a big full size bag. So as such, we don't get anything much here in the boot. It's pretty standard boot. Definitely you have some hooks given over here. The max weight it can handle is 3 kgs. So yeah, pretty decent boot. No complaints as such, and we need to just push it down, the camera, I guess the camera could be hidden somewhere here, like under here or somewhere, so it would give a much more neat and clean look. Apart from the looks, it's about the concern that you don't accidentally damage your camera, because to again replace it, it's not a cheap thing. And just to mention, 2 parking sensors at the rear as well. Now let's go and check out how good is the interior. So this is how the overall layout of the interior is. It's pretty same. Let's start with the door pad first. Here we have given the controls for the power windows. You get driver side, up and down, and then we have the standard lock, a pretty small bottle holder. Now this is the steering wheel cover which was kept there. So you can fit a 500 ml of bottle easily, not 1 liter. It's not that big and wide, but still it's good, decent amount you can fit. And there's more storage over here. It's deep, so you can store small keys or your wallet or your phone if you want to for the driver side. And then we have the speaker. We get the Harman sound system in this car. Overall the fit and finish is good, though they are not soft touch, as of course you do not expect soft touch materials from a price point of this segment. And then we have the adjustment for the ORVM, electrically adjustable ORVMs that you even get on the Tiago. Now let's get inside and check what are the differences you get in here. Door closes with a nice thud sound. Okay, so just let me turn on the ignition for the moment and just have this beautiful display that comes up in the speedometer, all digital speedometer, similar to the Tiago. So the first thing which you would notice is the all black treatment of the dashboard. There's no dual tone element, it's completely blacked out. And here we get this 7-inch infotainment system which will support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So you can just see here Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but it is wired. You don't get wireless Apple, Android and CarPlay. Then a lot of things you can generally do from here. If I can just show you, you can connect your USB, phone, radio, Bluetooth, audio setup. You can even still connect an iPod. Though it's a quite old thing, but yeah, Tata has given option for it. And you can even change this theme which you can see in the background. Now it's green, you can change it to the predefined colors that Tata have given in this. Phone setup, favorites, sound demo, everything you have over there. Then down we have some controls. This is for your fog lamps, this is for your rear defogger, this is to lock, unlock, this is for your boot. Here we get the start stop button, and now it is finished in this chrome surround, which is a different from the standard Tiago what we get. Coming down, now this is one negative point I would call it. It is they have removed the automatic climate control and they have replaced with this manual one. So that's what I have told in the beginning. It's a mix and match of your top end variant as well as your lower variant. It's sort of a mid variant, basically above mid variant, but lower than the top end variant. So it's a good mix and match, no complaints as such. Then this is the all digital tachometer, speedometer. I can say here you have the fuel gauge and your temperature warning here, and this is your tachometer and the speedometer here right in the center with all the signs coming around it. And still some of the features that it displays below it. And the car is brand new. You can see just 34 kilometers. It has just clocked 34 kilometers. Then this is how overall the steering wheel looks like, typically Tata style. This steering wheel you can even see on Tigor, on Nexon, definitely, as well as on Tiago. So for the horn, you have this side. You don't get in center. It's a very interesting placement while driving. Just you need to press here. Quite a ergonomical placement, I would call it. Then here we have the controls for your volume, your Bluetooth, your voice command to accept or decline the calls. It's a 3-spoke steering wheel. It comes with a gloss black finish in all the 3 spokes. And this is not the leather wrap now. In Nexon, on the top end variants, we get the leather wrapped steering wheel in the same pattern. And this is your control for your wiper. And these are the controls for your headlight. Now you don't get automatic headlight, but you do get the follow me home
headlamp function over here. And one more thing which you would notice is that in the standard Tiago, around the AC vents we have the body color thing. Here also we get that. Now this is the forest green color, so you can see this forest green element over here. But one thing, in Tiago we get here chrome, but here it is a brushed aluminium finish. So overall the treatments a little bit changed, not much difference. Then this is your manual gearbox, as I have already mentioned. You can even opt for the automatic if you want to, and then you can even adjust the steering wheel if you want to, according to your height. Handbrake, normal typical style handbrake, 2 small cup holders, 1 small storage area, and even at the back, I can just show you. Here also we have some storage space. Down below again, big, quite big and deep storage space. Almost my whole hand can go inside. And then we have one USB socket and one 12-volt charging socket they have provided over here. So overall, this is all about the front. This is the glove box. Decent size, not big, not too small. And you can just spot that thing. Okay, so in Tiago they haven't given, otherwise in Nexon and Harrier and Safari you can spot one animal over here in every glove box. So next time whenever you visit Tata showroom, just notice that thing, you will find an animal over there, as well as on the rear glass. Again, some small tweeters over there. So this was all about the front. Now let's go and check out how good is the rear. Okay, so now I'm in the rear seat of the Tiago. First and foremost, just let me show you the amount of leg space that I have on offer. Now the front seat is adjusted according to my height. For reference, my height is 5'10", and this is the amount of leg space that you're seeing. And the under thigh support is also good, but could have been a little bit better, but considering it is a hatchback, it is quite good. Coming on to the doors, again we have got one speaker over a small tweeter and one more speaker down below, control for a power window and your door handle. Overall a quite simple and plain finish that you get on offer. The window line is good, no complaints as such. You won't feel claustrophobic at all. So there's no separation made into the window like here generally most of the cars have it, but it's a simple one plain window that they have offered. Speaking of the seat texture, now here we get this fabric finish. You don't get leather finish, not even in the top end. So this is the finish that you have been offered here. It's almost similar to what you get in even the standard Tiago, and there's always a double stitching for the front seats, and you don't get the center armrest or the head adjustable headrest. Now you can spot the double stitching over here. Now that, look at the attention to detail. Now that is also in the forest green color. You can just look carefully. So Tata has paid quite good amount of attention to detail over here. So overall this is how the rear seat experience is. Not as such special, not bad too. You will be comfortable for your long journeys for sure. But one thing according to me would have been addition of the rear AC vents, though either you can add them here or you can add even on the pillars, though adding on the pillars would be an expensive option for a hatchback of this size. But yeah, this having a rear vent here would definitely help a lot. And this is how the interior looks from the back. These are the balloons. Of course, new car, they need to celebrate the launch. Every dealer needs to celebrate the launch, so that's why they have kept all the balloons. There are actually a little bit of balloons that I have just kept at the front. Some are in the boot. Always it gives you a good feel having a new car, and reviewing them is always something special. Now let's go out and check out what is my final verdict. I'll share my final verdict and how good is the NRG, or should you go for the normal set of variants, or should you go for the NRG, or in fact should you go for any of its other rival. तो चलिए बाहर चलते हैं और देखते हैं कि कितनी खास है NRG. So this was my complete detailed review about the Tiago NRG. So what's my final thought, or what's my final verdict? If you're looking for a car which is sporty in appeal,
or it stands out from the rest of the hatchbacks or the standard hatchbacks you would call, then you can obviously go for the NRG. But if you want more features and if you want a clean, simple, classy look, then I would suggest you to go for the normal set of variants that are available in the Tiago. And speaking of the engine options, obviously it's the Revotron 1.2 liter naturally aspirated petrol engine, which is quite a good, have a good amount of decent power. So overall, this was all about the NRG. And speaking of the rivals, now if safety is your priority, then obviously you should go for the Tiago. It's the safest car in its segment compared to all other rivals. It's one of the definitely, I wouldn't doubt it to call the affordable as well, offering great space and features. So as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Drive safe, wear your seatbelts. Thank you.